Hey everyone, my name is Kabi, and today we are going to watch the game between two quite inexperienced players. In the bottom left corner appears Liho, who also runs a YouTube channel, and in the top right corner appears Dinosaur or just Dino. You probably can recall this guy because he already was featured on our previous videos on the channel, also in the tournament games and stuff like that. The players who grind quite a lot and always play light faction. What about Liho? I can't tell for now if he plays solely dark or both factions, but anyway, he seems to have a peculiar plan on this game. So at least it looks to me like he's gonna rush and probably build a proxy barracks, but it is quite a long map, and the worker has to make a long way, and we'll see how quick will Dino be with reacting to this. But since he started off with a sawmill and then to the farm and then to the barracks, Dino might still be in trouble. But look how with even this build order he still builds his racks, starting his racks off even faster than the opponent. But anyways, obviously the dangerous part is that you don't always build too many swordsmen, and if you don't scout it, you probably don't scout the position like this, it can still be dangerous, and we'll see which option will Liho pick, which transition from this, because there are quite a bit of options. You can build a second rack, so you can go the under obelisk instead. You can even try going the Goblin Lab if you want to try the Napalm Tower, but this time around Liho opts for the second rack, so he's gonna be making mass goons and then probably transition into something. And what about Dino? He sends his swordsman across the map and builds yet another two. That means that he'll be having at least a bit of the army, but he also rallies the second one on the map too, because there are two watchtowers on the map, so you probably want to take one with the one swordsman and the other with the other swordsman. I actually suggest to take the closest one with the second swordsman, but the problem that in this particular game Dino would be wanting to have the swordsman back in the base, because the goon is already here, and he's about to, I'm not sure, start doing what, because there is only one goon so far, but two more approach, and an interesting target Liho decides to try to take down, try to focus down. It is the Altar of Heroes, because Dino was about to play the Paladin, apparently along with the Knights, but it's not gonna be the case, because the Altar of Heroes goes down and then Liho opts for the farm. I'm not sure if pulling both of those swordsmen back was such a great idea, because actually if one swordsman would make his way into the enemy's base, that base would be entirely unprotected. But Liho is successful with taking down not only the Altar of Heroes but also the farm. Dino tries to rebuild the Altar of Heroes, and I'm not sure if it's gonna happen, but here emerges the first knight. Dino's probably gonna micro that one, and oh, that is an unlucky event. It seems that in the meantime Liho built the Under Obelisk and the Tower of Dark Magic, which was completely unscouted, and I don't really like it that Liho decided to pull back entirely, because it seems to me like he should have been here. Probably I can't do the frame, but anyway, here in the middle, just to highlight the high ground for the Tower of the Dark Magic. and also 2 chests appear. If you have the initiative, if you push the enemy, you should be always sending something, even the workers, to those chests, because it is what your advantage actually is, because Liho is not really killing Dino right now, because Dino already received Paladin, so he has the firepower now, but at least Liho could have taken the 2 chests and used those resources to actually quickly take up to the tier 3 to be able to make something fancy. I'm not sure what does he have. Probably he might be having everything. Zombies would be awesome. I'm not sure about the X-Masters, probably you don't really need this, need them against this composition, but zombie could be quite useful, probably even a catapult, but catapult is quite far on the tech branch, but anyway, even if you just level up to the 3rd tier of your main building, it is at least the 3rd farm. But what Liho decided to do is he went the workshop, so he's now also building the aeronauts, and Dino obviously was very short on the anti-air, because he only has the crossbow tower, and that means that he can't go anywhere until he has the archers, and he's already hiring those, and he has even the 2 barracks, so it won't take too many time. And here Dino decided to actually apply and go for the barracks. Probably the correct word would be not apply but commit, but anyway, somewhere close words, at least inside my head. Not sure if this works this way in the English language, but wherever. Dino obviously doesn't wanna kill this tower, try to kill this tower, because it is surrounded with the buildings. And here is another chest that Dino can just sneakily take, but instead of that he sends the knight across the map. And here comes the Dwarven Forge. I'm not even sure why Dino needs that. Apparently he's about to summon Bombardier, if he does have it already. But actually you can open Bombardier and the Alchemist quite fast by just playing the game. So you just open the chest, at least with the Golden Battle Pass. If you don't have the Golden Battle Pass, then obviously everything will take longer. This is as expected. So all your progress slows down. You still might have everything at some point, but it will be much longer. So if you at least consider paying a little bit of money to the game, what I heavily suggest right now is a Golden Battle Pass. And then you just need to play the game, which is very cool from my perspective. I don't really like these kind of donations when you like just buy something, now you have it, alright, and you don't even need to play. What's cool with the Battle Pass is that you need to play the game, but it's just rewarding you, know? Well, quite significantly more, let's be honest. So, anyway, we see that Dino was finally able to take down the 2nd rocks, but Liho rebuilt it, and now Liho also has the 3 aeronauts that are slowly but surely killing this paladin, but now he has the Dome of the Light ready. That is now an interesting use of the Dwarven Forge. By the way, we updated the model in the recent update. You can notice the new textures. That is now a really fancy building, the Dwarven Forge, both in the game and in the army section. In the meantime, Knight is not being microed properly, I mean, but it's probably just on the hold position, so it still hits the workers that pass by. And finally the workshop goes down. Even more Varg Riders coming in. I don't really like the Liho decision makings here. Liho's decision making. I don't think that he should have ever tried to go up straight. What he actually should have done is rebuilding the production building inside the main base. So he already rebuilt one barracks. It was quite expensive, but alright, but what he also needs badly is a workshop back in the base. So I think that Liho has a nice idea, but it was rather poorly executed. He should have been pushing the enemy and taking all the chests, and then obviously take up to the Citadel 3 and be ready to rebuild the buildings when the enemy kills it. So if you build the 2 racks, you have to wait when the enemy kills both of them and then build the cheap barracks back in the base. And when they kill the workshop, you build the cheap workshop, because it is the first one back in the base. You might even destroy the building to quickly rebuild it in your own base, if you can't reinforce anymore. And then add the dark gate, and I think that would be way better. And he could have really play out of the advantageous position if he would just plan the strategy better. But what about Dyna? I still think that he did a good job defending that. So he didn't even make the copter, he just built the 2 barracks, and his build order with the 2 barracks by default really worked greatly. So he was just about to play Paladin into the archers, actually, probably with a couple of knights, but just having these 2 barracks was such a good move that it can just defend you from the cheese blindly without even scouting it. So probably you guys, if you suffer against the cheeses, against the aggressive strategies, probably you just wanna opt for playing the 2 barracks no matter what. Think about it, and at this point we're gonna wrap it, because the game obviously over. It never overs in the replay from the observer's position, but obviously Liho's surrender. So we're gonna wrap this video here. Thank you for watching, my name is Kabi, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.